What's going on, little confused motherfuckers? Reading some of the messages there. You got grown men commenting on my t-shirts. Like, why are these wearing the same color? Because you buy a bunch of t-shirts in every color, and every day you just reach inside, grab it, and throw it on. That's what men do. We don't look in front of the mirror. Does this color match me? You fucking trust me for that. Whoop whoop. It's chasing motherfuckers that are gonna go to that protest. But I thought I had a First Amendment right. Running with your little half a sign. Dumb motherfuckers. He was talking about my t-shirts. Fucking bottle of wine costs more than your car. The shit I read. I got an email. Susan, I got the email regard. I'll post it up later about Puerto Ricans being the closest to perfect human beings on the planet. They fucked up with me. Put me in the lab. I'll be like, motherfuckers. Scientists be like, oh shit. Somebody ouchie this motherfucker. Alright. Before I do a Black Delicious with the wine, I'm gonna talk about the time with Benny. I'm only doing this story because of Mikey. I don't even like talking about the subject. But fuck it. Okay. Let's talk about Diablo shit here. I got a lady in the neighborhood. Super nice. She still lives in the neighborhood. Super nice black lady. She's just one of those, you know. She had a brother that was crazy for a long time. Like, this motherfucker was, like, he'd be walking at night, motherfuckers underneath a tree looking at people. Just a sinister looking motherfucker. Like, let me tell you something. It didn't make any sense because it was just like, my family was so cool, but this motherfucker was so dark. So I was like, you know, whatever. Just stayed away from that motherfucker. Anyway, one day, me and Betty and Mike hanging out in the neighborhood. And she comes over, and I'm not going to say her name because she's, you know, a beautiful person. She's like one of my moms in the community. And she asked to talk to Benny. So Benny went over respectfully. And I was like, hi, you know. And she's like, I need your help. So Benny was like, whatever you need, don't worry about it. You know, a man of the people. And she's like, we're gonna do an exorcism on my brother, and I need you to help. I need you to help the priest hold him down. Benny, before he even said anything, he thought to himself, these fucking people are crazy. These people are fucking crazy. So she was like, you know, I've set aside money. You'll be compensated, whatever. So, whatever. Benny's like, no problem. I'll be there. Don't you tell me the time and the date. So she told him the time, when to come. So Benny comes back to where we're hanging out. I'm hanging out. Benny, Mike, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend there. I was like, Benny, what's going on? He's like, no, you know, she just needs me, you know, she got a job for me. I'm like, a job for you? Like, it didn't make any sense, you know? They're like Trinidadian, Jamaican, whatever, like, you know, they didn't have a lot of money. I didn't understand that. Benny's like, I'm not going to charge nobody nothing. I said, but what does she want you to do? Something about holding her brother down during an exorcist. He said that thing. Like, no, she just wants me to paint her kitchen white. I don't know. So I said, Benny, did you hear that correct? Like, I don't know. I'm supposed to show up there tomorrow in the afternoon. They're still gonna do an exorcist on the brother. So I looked at my girlfriend, and she's like, stop. Don't fuck around with that devil shit. Puerto Ricans don't fuck with the devil. We ain't down with that shit at all. But the fact that Benny was gonna be in a room when there was gonna be an exorcist, nothing on earth was gonna stop me for that one. So I told Benny, listen, when you go to the fucking exorcist, I want to be there with you. He's like, yeah, whatever, we'll go. Maybe they got food or something. So no joke, that night I couldn't sleep. I was just laughing. I was thinking about all the kind of like possibilities. The next morning I'm in school. I'm fucking telling Benny, you're gonna really go to a fucking exorcist? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go, man. Fuck it. All I gotta do is hold him down, man. He's a skinny black dude. It's nothing. I just put the weight on him. I'll pin him like in judo. And I'm just fucking laughing because I know this. There's no fucking possible way on earth this is gonna go fucking well. So all day long, I was not there. I was getting ready to fucking have a laugh. I wasn't even eating. Like that day, I think I just fucking like fasted. I was like, I'm not eating anything. Last thing I want to do is have to throw up from laughter. So my girlfriend comes out again. She's like, don't fuck with that devil shit. I'm like, look, Benny is going to meet the devil. I got to be there for him. So after school, he's supposed to be there at 5 o'clock. So no big deal. So Benny's like, no problem. I go in there and I hold this motherfucker down. They'll say a couple of words, whatever will be done. We'll be out. We'll be hanging out on the block. We're supposed to get some fucking pizza and then just fucking, I don't know. I think we're going to go downtown and do some shit. So anyway, 4:30, 4:45 came, so we went to the fucking house. And we walk in and there's a lot of fucking people. A lot of church people. A lot of old ladies with Bibles and all kinds of stuff. And no joke, all of a sudden we walk in and the lady comes up to Benny. She's like, thank you for coming here. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So she tries to give Benny money. Benny's like, don't worry about it. You know how we do things. So anyway, I'm just fucking there laughing. And then she's telling me, you have to wait on the side. We only have room enough for the people that are going to be there on the bed. I'm like, I'm not going to fuck with nobody strapped in a motherfucking bed. And no joke, I went in there, they had this black dude strapped to this fucking bed, like literally like, that type of strap. I didn't even know how legal this shit was, but I was there for the exorcism. So anyway, about 15 minutes later, we're there. Fucking Benny's in the kitchen. He's fucking having a sandwich, talking to like these church people, and he's like, yeah, no problem. I know Jesus too. Fucking priest shows up with another half a priest. You know, priest always has his little guy there. All of a sudden, priest comes over. And the sister comes over to him and she's like, thank you for coming. He's inside the room. Before that motherfucker said anything, you heard like deep, like it sounded like a howl from hell. Everybody's so tightened up like that. Then he told the ladies in the kitchen, hold my sandwich, I'll be back. I gotta take care of this motherfucker. So Benny comes up to the priest and he tells the priest, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this motherfucker right now? Fucking priest looks at him like, so you're gonna be one of my helpers? He's like, yeah, I got him, don't worry about it. That motherfucker is not gonna move. But the padre, he fucking had to tell Benny the rules of the exorcism. And it's fucking, I'm already in tears. I'm having an asthma attack. And he has to prepare his little fucking thing. So his half a priest is preparing everything. And they asked for like this bowl. It was like a metal bowl. And in this metal bowl, they poured in a bunch of holy water. So the fucking priest has like this little thing that's round on the top, like a little stick. It looks like a lollipop. That he will fill up with holy water and just throw it at the devil. Back up, demon. Hit him with a couple of drops. Keep that in your mind. It's gonna come in handy soon. So anyway, he's telling Benny that no matter what you do, don't confront the devil. Benny's like, he ain't the fucking devil. I know that motherfucker. And the fucking priest is telling him the devil will show his true colors when he's confronted with the power of Christ. Benny's like, look, I don't know about Jesus coming here. Jesus don't come to the projects. So he tells him, look, I'll hold him down. You do whatever you got to do to him. And I'm going to be out. So anyway, Benny, the priest tells him, about, what is your faith? And do you believe in Christ? And he's like, yeah, fucking Jesus, I've fucking been with him for the longest time. He's no problem. He's cool to me. When I'm in trouble, I call out the fucking priest asks him if he's been baptized. He's like, yeah, they dunked me in the water a long time ago. So the priest takes some holy water, fucking does Benny up, and all the fucking people start praying. So I'm in this fucking place. I'm the only guy that without a fucking rosary, bead, Bible, any kind of shit. And all of a sudden, it's time to go confront El Diablo. So since he was already strapped up because they medicated that motherfucker, all they had to do was make sure that when the fucking priest is over him, Dominus Padre, Dominus Son, all that bullshit on his forehead, this motherfucker, in case he gets loose, Benny was supposed to be there to fucking crush his soul. Benny told me I'll be back, I'm gonna go fuck up the devil. So they go down the hallway and they go into the room and all the women and everything that they're praying on. I'm fucking in the doorway, fucking rolling. Like this is a scene out of the fucking Exorcist plus hood and black people. So I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no way I'm witnessing this fucking thing. I could have been a billionaire if there was cameras back then. So anyway, the priest says hello to the devil. Doesn't call him by the devil. He calls him by his fucking name, which was some fucking weird ass fucking, I don't know, Guyanese name, whatever. And he comes back and he doesn't say nothing. He's like, So I was like, this motherfucker playing the role. Benny tells him, look, motherfucker, just chill out. Don't do nothing stupid. They're here to take care of you. It's funny because the priest told him not to address the devil directly. He said, I'm just telling this motherfucker in case he bites me or spits me, I'm going to fuck him up. So everything is going good. The priest is there. And he's trying to talk to the guy. Then he stops. And this is where it got weird. Because the little half a priest is on the side setting up. And there's that big bowl of holy water in a metal pot. It looked like a hubcap. So anyway, Benny is there and he's just waiting in case he has to grab this motherfucker. He's about to do the Boston Crab on the devil. So the priest starts talking to whoever's inside of him to show himself, whatever. That type of stuff. And this is when assholes are really tightening up. But for me, I was like, this is fucking bullshit. But whatever, I'm fucking down like one of those types of things. This is when we'll start laughing less and then more. This motherfucker starts talking like, no. And I'm thinking to myself like, a couple of years I know this motherfucker. I never heard him say a word. So Benny looking at me looking at Benny, and I'm just thinking to myself like, that's fucking creepy. So every time he hits him with that fucking holy water, he shakes that fucking half a lollipop at him. He starts to go like, I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker really playing this role. This motherfucker thinks he's Linda Blair. Get the devil. Fuck that motherfucker up. And Benny's like, check this motherfucker out. He's sticking his tongue out. And he's looking at Benny like, what the? Benny's telling him, man, don't fuck around. I'll fucking put you to sleep. Benny thinking about choking the devil. So the priest tells him again not to address the devil, the entity. And he wasn't saying the devil, he was saying the entity directly. And he's like, I'm just telling that motherfucker, whoever he is, not to play fucking stupid. Then it got real. The Padre started saying some fucking shit. Don't expect me to remember that bullshit. But when he started talking, like, I don't know what the fuck he was reciting, this motherfucker started going bananas. He started going crazy. But he was strapped in, so he was good to go. So every now and then, the fucking Padre would hit him with a couple of fucking drops, whatever, and he was cool. And then he did one fucking thing. And when he did this shit, this motherfucker started going bananas. He took some of that fucking holy water and he did this jet on that motherfucker's forehead. Let me tell you something. I still think he was playing a role at this point, but that motherfucker started to act like somebody that had like special powers. Cause he started like you could see like him like fucking getting like ripped like a mother. Like, you ever seen like a pit bull when it's about to fuck somebody up, it drops down and it gets fucking like that. So all of a sudden I'm looking at this motherfucker and Benny, he looks at me. I know what Benny's gonna do. Benny's gonna choke this motherfucker out. Gonna choke Del Diablo out. All of a sudden the priest starts talking to him and starts raising his voice and literally like challenging this motherfucker to come out, to show himself and the power of this, and God is watching, whatever, he can never defeat, whatever. And this motherfucker going crazy. And then he starts going to the point where the fucking half a priest, he runs out of the room. This motherfucker couldn't do I guess they didn't prepare that motherfucker in Padre school well, because when he saw this motherfucker getting El Diablo, he said, fuck it, I'm gonna be a barista. He fucking was gone. So now it's Benny, me, the devil, and the Padre. And we're there. And he obviously, because the Padre, the half a priest ran out. So the fucking Padre tells Benny to get the big metal bowl and to replace the half a priest and have it there, so when he needs the water, he can put the water on him. So all of a sudden now Benny's there. He's like, yeah, no, I'm here, don't worry about it. Ain't not gonna happen. So the fucking priest ratchets it up. I mean, he's raising his voice. I hear the fucking women in the hallway and the men, they're crying, they're praying, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, this motherfucker, I'll fuck this motherfucker up. If he comes out of those straps, I'm gonna dump him. So we're there, fucking Benny's holding this fucking metal thing. It's getting good. And the fucking priest is taking the water and he's doing the forehead stuff. And he's telling him to come out, that he is nothing, no powers on this earth, whatever. And this motherfucker's going, and I was like, looking at Benny, and Benny looking at me. We didn't give a fuck. We were just laughing. This motherfucker's stupid. We'll both fuck this motherfucker up. And at one point, the priest pulled away, and he started to fucking read something else. And this is where it happened. That Trinidadian Guyanese motherfucker started speaking in Spanish to Benny. And I'll say it in Spanish like he said. Yo te conozco, Benito, y aquí tú te vas a terminar. That means in Spanish, I know you, Benito, and this is where you end. Let that shit sink in and tighten your asshole. Because a black man spoke Spanish and said this motherfucker's name and threatened him. Well, the priest turned around and told me, don't pay attention to him. Don't address him directly. He told the wrong motherfucker from the hood that. Benny took that fucking bowl of holy water. He splashed that water on the devil like, He took that fucking ball and started beating that motherfucker. All you heard was like a fucking bell sound, like bing, bing, bing. You motherfucker, you gonna threaten me, motherfucker? He's on top of this motherfucker. And the guy's like, fucking Benny's fucking going caveman at him. No joke, at a certain point, that fucking pop went off that motherfucker's hand. Benny tried to cross-choke the motherfucker on the bed to murder him. Like, that's like a judo thing when you take a motherfucker's collar and you clamp down on him to cut the arteries off. And I'm trying to get Benny off. The fucking El Diablo's gonna be like, no joke, if he would have said my name not knowing me, I would have offed that motherfucker. The priest is trying to get Benny off. Stop it! He's one of God's children. And fucking Benny's like, you're gonna die, motherfucker, call me Benito. Only one motherfucker on this planet calls him Benito, and that's his pops. So let me tell you something. The devil was about to catch a hood beating. He was already in the middle of it. So send us a piece. He pulls him off. Stop it. He's trying to engage with you. And all of a sudden, this motherfucker says it again. Benito, estoy aquí. Like, Benito, I'm here. Black people were freaking out that knew him. This motherfucker was speaking Spanish. And let me tell you something, it took like 2 seconds. Me and Benny were both on that fucking bed. You ain't gonna fucking live no more, you fucking devil. Don't come here no more. We're fucking that motherfucker up. I think Benny even headbutted that motherfucker. We fucking went to work on him. The family screaming. The priest is trying to take us off and everything. All of a sudden, the guy, as the priest keeps telling you, God is going to help you and pull you out. You don't belong here. All of a sudden, the fucking guy goes... Fucking Benny's like, you ain't gonna cry now, motherfucker. He's there like, So anyway, that motherfucker stopped speaking Spanish. I think the Diablo went. Me and Benny walked out of that fucking bedroom like we fucked somebody up. I got my shirt ripped. Benny's all fucking sweated and crazy. I think Benny probably punched me, and I think I probably elbowed Benny in the process of it. Then he's crying, no, I'm here. First time we ever heard that motherfucker speaking. We beat the devil out of the motherfucker. Fucking priest comes out. He's like, I want to talk to both of you. And he starts talking to us in El Padre speak. And he wants to rub holy water on us. And like touch the cloth and all that shit. We're like, fuck you. Fuck the devil. Fuck all this shit. Benny, grab your sandwich. We're the fuck out of here. The next fucking day in school, teacher's like, what did you do yesterday? All fucked up and all messed up, whatever. Like, we beat the devil out of somebody with a fucking priest in the room. Benny got a sandwich. And at the end of the day, we're going to see if the devil cooking comes back at us. Let me tell you something. Don't invite me and Benny to an exorcism. That motherfucker was strapped down. Benito, let me tell you something. When Benny heard, I heard it too. But when Benny heard it, he just took that water, splashed that motherfucker, started to go to work on him. So for all you motherfuckers that don't believe, let me tell you something. You better believe after that one. Hashtag Team Jesus. Love you motherfuckers. Fuck that shit.